The latest exhibit at the Sheringham Museum is an ancient cannon over 200 years old. The sea gave up her treasure before the construction of the Sheringham Shoal wind farm. Covered in concretions, the cannon was almost unrecognisable. During the 2-year restoration process, an archaeological expert from York Museum was called on for specialist advice. After carefully being chipped away, some of the concretions are now on display.
This all came to light because they had to do a survey of the seabed prior to building the wind farm and laying the very, very expensive copper cables to come ashore. They couldn't have anything that damaged them. It was found 12 miles off Sheringham. It was totally covered in concretion. You couldn't see it was a cannon. Now the funny thing was, there was no sign of a wreck.
It's still a mystery where the cannon originally came from, or how it came to be on the seabed off the North Norfolk coast.
Unfortunately, they very cleverly built a tank to put the cannon in, so it stayed in water. We kept it in there for about 12 months until we had got organised the system of doing electrolysis, which was the only way that we could reduce the salt within the metalwork. If we just let it stand in the fresh air, it would have dried out, heated up and cracked, probably fallen to pieces. We have to be very exact in the way we dry the cannon out. It's got to be done very carefully over a period of 2 to 3 weeks, and with that we have to use an infrared heater, which we had to acquire at some cost. What we're doing today is we've done the final work of getting the concretion off. It's had all its treatment, there's electrolysis, etc., but it's still left a bit of colouring sediment on the actual surface of the cast iron, and so we've got to get that off. The next thing we do is we wash it down with an acetone, and once that is dry we then coat it in a wax. Now I took it a step further because I thought, how do we display it? It wants to go on a gun carriage. A Gunthorpe watermill, which is historic in itself and a museum, the whole sawmill is literally run on water. And I went over and saw them, and they said we would be delighted to be involved.
You can see the cannon displayed in all its splendour on its custom-built oak carriage at the Sheringham Museum.